Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Super Dan, the Shoe Man, and I like shoes.
On today's video,
I was worried
we're
you're talking
12.
13.
13.
Good try. You knew you were close. All right. Before we go any further, though, word from our sponsor, Haley. Who is our sponsor? Jesus. Oh man, this thing's getting wiped off. Matthew chapter 27, verse 46. Jesus was hanging from the cross.
From the cross, and he said, my God, why have you forsaken me?
That's right. Thank you for the help.
You're welcome.
Hebrews
and Hebrews 13:5 says, God will never leave you or forsake you.
And I believe that God's never going to leave me or forsake me because he forsook Jesus. Jesus took all of that forsaking for me. And you know what else he said when he was on the cross, Haley? He said, it's finished. And to me, that means like one and done. And as soon as I accept that forgiveness, it's like one and done. It's like, thank you, Jesus. And when I recognize all that Jesus put into that and how much God loves me through that act, I just can't help but be a changed person. And I also just can't help but talk about it in this video. So you're welcome for that. And Haley, somebody commented the other day, like you should just talk about the shoes, leave God out of this. I got off the video as soon as
they're a hater.
Yeah, they are hating.
Haters.
But I replied and I said, actually, you took the time to comment. You did not get right off the video. But it's all right. It's cool. You heard something about it. If you don't want to watch this video because I talk about God, that's fine. If you don't want to watch this video because I'm old and ugly, that's fine too. I got a bald
That's
head.
not nice. You're beautiful.
I don't care. That's fine. But I do wish you'd be here because we talk about shoes and I like shoes. So we're talking about 13s today. Which 13 is this, Haley?
Court purple.
Court purple. You see they're laced up and tied now.
Yep.
I wore these for the first time the other day.
We've had those for like a year.
I've had them for like a year. So. And they were comfortable. They're comfortable as 13s, as I'd expect 13s to be, but they're really hot. I mean, it was cold when I wore them, so that's good. But they don't let your...
Oh, I remember you saying that they're like a boot.
Yeah, they don't let your feet breathe too
have
much.
no.
So one thing I want to look at right here is this. This is fairly firm. I had 13s, and this is the story. Okay. Did you say we're going to have the story?
Not in the video. I said it before.
Haley wanted to have story time, and it just turns out that it's good story time for a 13 today. We were at Once Upon a Child, which is like a baby thrift store, consignment shop, and they have a bunch of shoes. And they had some 13s, and I thought they were the Brave Blue mids, but they were like, they were like size 3 or something.
Yeah.
Like 3 in toddlers, or I don't know. They were small. And I was like, man, doesn't this look like the mid? She's like, yeah, I was going to say that. But this is the Brave Blue that just came out in 2022. But there was a Brave Blue that came out that I had in like 2001 or so. And I thought that's what they were, the mids. They came out in 01. But it turns out the little baby ones of these just look like mids. So they're just cut off. So anyways, but I wanted to have a pair of these out. And I want to talk about these because I finally wore them. Because supposedly this one is different. And we're going to talk about why. And I actually got to call out wear testers. Remember me watching wear testers?
I mean, yeah, I know who that is,
yeah.
But...
All right, well, this is this is Miguel's also. Thank you very much, Miguel, for letting me borrow this to make a video on. I kind of wanted these, but I had these two sitting back here that I'd never worn, and this isn't that much different of a colorway. I mean, it is, but not really. So, I think, well, we'll talk about that in a second, too. But this is Air Jordan 13 Retro Black, University Blue, and White.
Ooh. Oh, I like these.
I do. I do too. I like these.
I would not for my feet, but I like them the way they look.
Yeah, they're just a nice color, but it's just this, just with the blue.
Great, it's the same thing times 3.
Exactly the same thing. I had the, what were they called? Ones I gave away. Hyper Royals. They were just like a dark blue, but it was still like some color between these, like more like purple than anything.
It's like if these two colors had a baby color, that was the color there was.
Yeah. So now look at this. This is what wear testers talked about. I mean, overall, let's just go. Overall, this is a nice shoe. We like the color. It's got the same 3M upper. If you get it up close or in the light right, you should be able to see the 3M. It's reflective. Can you see it reflecting?
What are we? Wait, are we talking about the ball?
This.
Oh, but that's what I was looking at. But I didn't know it did that. And
I can see this reflecting in that light.
He's crazy.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it. You can talk and we can watch.
This is all synthetic. I think this whole thing is synthetic leather, just like this one. And the synthetic leather covers the polyurethane midsole here, which is kind of unique, but I like it. I'm not going to take the plastic off of his hologram, but you can see the hologram there. They all look the same. Really cool. This has black hologram-ish thing on the bottom. This one is blue on the bottom.
Oh, that's cute.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
So I like
Wait.
these. I like everything. What?
Give it a tap too.
Nah, you don't tap
can't-
13s. You tap
you
11s.
can,
You can, but you
But
know.
it looks cool. It looks like glass
sorry,
on your foot.
this is where we got to call out wear testers. So I watch wear testers all the time. And he's a little aggravating, like he's kind of rude sometimes, but I like him, and he's very informational. He has tons of information and knows a lot about these shoes, way more than I do. And so I normally like watching him. And when he reviewed this shoe, he's like, "Oh, finally, Jordan Brand, you gave us a 13 with soft leather." And then I think it was maybe the 13 playoffs that he then said, like he took his 13 playoff out and he was clicking it back here because there's a heel counter, which is like some the support back here that's very rigid. Like in the back of the shoe, it's very rigid. But I also know that he knows that shoes have forms up here. Like it's not just the rigidity of the leather. And I don't think that there's leather that's this rigid. Like this like in the very front of this toe, this is really, really firm. I don't think leather can be that rigid.
It's just like a thing in the back.
Yes, it's a form. It's a piece of plastic in there.
Right.
Right? And this just doesn't have it. Or if it does, it's very soft. This is not just the rigidity of this leather. There's
Well,
no
it
way,
might
right?
be because maybe it's like, I don't know, because this leather is like super, maybe it's just thicker. Because this is like...
To get to this rigid? I don't think so.
I don't know, maybe.
And then we'll take a shoe like this one. There's no way. Like, it's got a corner here. It's hard. It's hard.
You seem mad, bruh.
Yeah, because it's because he let me down. Because I feel like he doesn't, that he always knows what he's talking about, and he talks about that kind of thing.
I've never seen you this upset
I
before.
think in the toe also, and then he's like, "Thanks, Jordan Brand, for giving me a soft leather." When this is pretty much, I mean, you can see that there's a different tumble in this leather. This one's a little bit deeper than this, but it's not really that significantly different until you touch it and you feel that this is very soft compared to this one. But it's not that this leather is hard. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. So, anyways.
You guys, we gotta remember one thing. Super Dan the Shoe Man is never wrong.
No, I said I might be wrong.
No, I was just kidding.
I am passionate, though.
Yo, I know. I've never seen you feel like this about a shoe before.
But I'm also
About
like,
anything.
when I know that I'm right, which I don't know that I'm right about this, but when I know that I'm right, yes, I can't be wrong because I know I'm right. But it's only when I know I'm right, and I only know I'm right if I'm actually right.
Okay.
Something like that. All right. But it is a lot
smushier.
And I just think this is going to crease a whole lot faster, and I don't think it's going to be significantly more comfortable to wear. So it's fine. I'm fine with it as long as it doesn't destroy really quickly. Like I wore this for a day, and you can't tell it at all on the toe.
Right.
I also don't really care about creases until they start like wearing away, and like just the crease is fine. But if it cracks or starts peeling around the crease, or breaks or something like that, then I care. But if this just creases more, then is it worth it? Like, I don't think you get comfort out of this. But maybe you do. So let's see what insole we get in this. This is like a black dream cell, so it's decent. And I totally agree with wear testers on his evaluation of insoles. Ortholite sucks. White polyurethane, the thicker, slightly thicker, but definitely more dense stuff is good. And this more newest dream cell, and actually I think there's two different kinds of dream cells that they use, but the black dream cell is just okay. It's better than polyurethane, or ortholite, good. But
good.
I don't wear 13s that much because they are bulky and they are hot also. So, but I am a sucker for 13s. So I do have another pair of 13s in a box over here. It's the Soulflies that we made a video on already. Miguel has those now, and the ones that I made the video on, I got one more over here, and I may keep that, but it's similar to this. I mean, it's got the blues, the lightish blues. So I definitely couldn't have both of them at the time when I got the Soulflies and the time when these came out. I hadn't worn either of these, and I've had both of those for like a year. So I'm a sucker for 13s, but I could stop myself. Now the playoff 13s that are coming soon, the reason why I might want those is that they don't have this material. They have leather up here, and they're an OG colorway, and they're like a bread colorway, Haley. And I don't typically like a whole lot of red, but they don't have much red.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I don't like about those, that is OG, and a lot of people do like a lot, is that the Jumpman here has a yellow circle around it, and that makes me think too much of the Jordan Nothings that sit on shelves in every shoe store, and it's a cheap feel to me.
Yeah.
To me, I know that a lot of people know that it's OG, and because it's OG to that particular shoe, that it's fine.
So is he just? Oh my gosh! Sorry. Is Michael Jordan still designing shoes?
I don't know how much
or like what
he takes part in designing them, but there's the Jordan 37 that just came out.
What?
Yeah, it's been 37
Why did
years.
it? Oh, I was like, why did it just come out with a 37?
Because they made every single one in between. This is the 13.
No, they did not.
Yeah,
I've never heard of anything before after a 13.
Because after 14s or 15s maybe, he wasn't wearing them because he wasn't playing.
Oh, okay.
So they were making these shoes, and there are Jordan athletes, Jordan basketball pro players who wear the Jordan 37s. Like Luka has a Jordan 37 that's designed for him. I think maybe he just got his own Jordan. It's the Jordan Luka. It's not the 37. Actually, the Jordan 37 is something else. But there's plenty of all of those newer ones. They're not the shoes you wear around. You don't wear those. You don't wear them
casually or like
You
streetwear.
You play in them.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I saw somebody walking around the mall with them a couple months ago, and it's just like, I mean, it's fine if that's really what you want to do. It's just I don't like the look of it. It looks too sporty, I guess.
Yeah. It's like wearing cleats.
I like these. If I didn't have 2 other 13s, looking for another, or 3 other pairs of 13s, I got one over here, and potentially get in the playoffs this year, I probably would have caught these. But I'm not going to bring myself to doing that. So. But if you like these, if you like the colors, it's the same as pretty much all of these 13s, other than this being a little bit softer, which I'm okay with, just don't know why it really matters. So, y'all tell your grandma about the Jordan 13, UNC Jordan 13. What did I call this?
I don't even remember.
Light powder? I thought it was dark powder blue. No, it's university blue. The Jordan 13 university blue. Tell your grandma. Smash that like button. Comment down below and tell me what you think about these and what you think about the soft toe. And make sure you're subbed for more videos. Ring the bell. And I'll see y'all next time.
You're so pretty.
Say bye.
Cheers. Shoes. And I like shoes.
Fire! It's so cute.